like even though I only have a mat on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker maybe in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves. Faker, what was that?
Faker with a huge play, the QSS.
I can't believe I just saw
he
that.
actually won that duel.
I can't believe that happened.
Telecom.
Well, he did eventually, but not for a while.
So
Let's watch
Ryu
this
gets
again.
the drop onto Faker right there, gets him down to about a third health, and we see the death mark come down right there from Ryu, the immediate cleanse.
Oh.
Look at the shadow swap, so the QSS removes the death mark, and then at this point he gets enough damage with the flash afterwards to junk him just up. Ryu tries to come in, but here we go.
Back to the living shadow again.
Yes, the mid lane, also known as the God's Domain, because only gods play mid, like Faker, Scout, Chavoy, Showmaker, and Mightofpeen. So you see some sick plays on Zed, Azir, Orianna, Galio, you know, the ones, and it catches your attention. So you start to train hard, killing every minion, never missing CS, not afraid of a fight, and as your heart starts to pound, and as your hands begin to sweat, you feel a rush of emotions as you kick the opponent's ass, and you can't help but to pop off, and to say you're a problem like T1. But unlike him, you're actually good. I'm just playing T. Because you're in the mid lane, you're the captain of the team. You decide how the match will go with your roams, your map pressure, your objective control, and your ability to 1v1 or 1v2 the lane. And after you do these amazing plays, you can't help but to hear the crowd cheer for you. You start to watch videos on how to play champions like the ones that I make. Please go watch my Aurelion Sol video. So you can learn how to dominate games and control the map. And because of these videos, you now have the confidence to run the mid lane like a true god. Not afraid of assassins, because you are the assassin. You have a jungler that isn't ganking? No problem. You can roam knowing how to dominate the competition. Your entire team fed and now they're dead, so the enemy team is trying to do Baron? Not a problem. The enemy team is trying to do Dragon, not on your watch. And as you become more confident, you start to one-shot enemies, and as you mature into the captain and the leader that you are, you start taking teleport instead of ignite to shut down the other side lanes. Because let's face it, when was the last time you had a bot lane that did not feed? And as you trade lanes with your top laner, because they decided to go Yasuo and Int, you win top lane. And you do so well, you go back to mid, and you win that one too. Oh, their bot lane got fed, and their jungler as well? No problem. You will 1v5 this game, no problem. And because you dominate the game, your teammates will listen to your call. You call for Baron, you do Baron. You call for Dragon, you do Dragon. You say to group and push, and your team groups to push. And as you continuously make plays, leading the charge into the enemy base, you cannot help but to feel like you're unstoppable, and that's because you are. You are now the god, like Faker and me. You decided to make the call at 15 minutes to push and win the game in 5, and so you do. Then, your team gives you 4 honors for being a complete and total badass in the mid lane. You are the unkillable demon. Who am I kidding? Most of your gameplay will look like this. You're going to be camped by the jungler and the enemy support. They will gank you over and over and over again. And you'll ask them, why come mid? And they will say, well, why not? And gank you 5 seconds later, only to live with 5 HP and miss out on 3 waves. Your top lane will feed, your jungler will feed, all while you're winning the 1v1 in mid lane. Then your bot lane will feed, and your jungler will die again. In the next game, your top laner will give first blood, then die again, and again, and again, and again. Then, in your next game, your top laner will also give first blood, and then you will be ganked by their jungler, only to barely escape. Then your bot lane will feed, and then your top will feed, and their jungler will be mid again, and because your entire team is losing, Their jungler will camp your lane for about 3 minutes, force you to go back, only for your jungler to feed again, and then your bot lane will feed. Then your jungler thinks that he can 1v3 on a dying turret, so you gotta go back in there and clean up the mess. And well, let's just say your entire team will feed forever from this point on, and then they will put up the vote to surrender.